Hello, my name is Ethan and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Metamorph League. In this episode, I'm going to discuss the golem in my build and why I use it, because I get this question a lot on why I use specifically the Stone Golem and not a Carrion Golem or Chaos Golem. So today will be a video all about the golem. Enjoy it. Alright, so first I would like to start off at the basic level. Okay, so first, golems are a type of minion that provides a direct buff to the character who summoned them. So you're summoning a golem for buffs, but not to anyone else, except for the Carrion Golem. Because the Carrion Golem buffs up all of your minions. A player may only have one golem unless you use special jewels to do extra maximum number of golems and stuff. Okay. There are 6 golems: Ice Golem, Carrion Golem, Chaos Golem, Lightning Golem, Flame Golem, Stone Golem. So I use the Stone Golem, but I'll go through why or what each one is used for. Alright, so the Ice Golem, the main reason somebody would use Ice Golem is to grant themselves increased crit strike chance and accuracy. The other bonus effect is applying Chilled Ground to enemies with one of its attacks. Chilled Ground is a slowing effect of action speed. A player would use Lightning Golem if they wanted to have increased attack and cast speed. So most spell builds use Lightning Golem. Even most bow builds will use a Lightning Golem because having the increased attack and cast speed is super nice. So it even says it can use long range. It also adds a temporary aura that adds a small amount of lightning damage to attacks and spells, so this is useful if you want more lightning damage in your build. The Flame Golem can be summoned to grant the player increased damage of up to 20% increased damage. This isn't relevant in our minion build because we don't care about our own damage. This doesn't affect the minions, it only affects the player. But I can see how a lot of builds would want this. Now we get to the good minion. So, Stone Golem. It grants us life regeneration. The Stone Golem can use a rolling movement skill and a taunting AoE ground slam in addition to its melee attacks. It has the largest life pool of all available minions, but unlike the others, it does not have any energy shield. Which is why... okay. So then we go down, and you look at the life regen, and it's a flat amount, not a percent. So you get at 20, 105, at 21, 110. It's so much flat life regen, it's insane, and it has a free built-in taunt. It also, the other part, it having the largest life pool is very relevant when you don't apply any minion life, empower, or anything to actually help your Stone Golem survive. It's purely just your minion stuff on the skill tree and the Stone Golem base gem. The Carrion Golem adds physical damage to your non-golem minions. Now, I will point out that the physical damage isn't very much, and our zombies don't attack very fast. So, this is better if you had like a really fast-hitting army, big army. The bigger your army, the better this Carrion Golem gets. And I believe that Carrion Golem seems more like, if you're gonna go Carrion Golem, you go many Carrion Golems. Otherwise, I find the life regen to be more consistent, where the damage from this is irrelevant. I'm gonna show you in the POB to compare the numbers so you can see it for yourself. And now the Chaos Golem. So when you summon the Chaos Golem, it's gonna grant the player physical damage reduction while active. So yeah, the main reason someone would use a Chaos Golem is you try to get it to 22 and get 5% physical damage reduction. And 5% physical damage reduction is useful in our build, especially because we have very low armor. That's why we make use of like Bone Barrier, the 10% physical damage reduction. And most people use Soul of Steel because of the flat percent physical damage reduction. That's why they would also use Chaos Golem. So if you are the player that likes Soul of Steel, well, Chaos Golem really fits that same theme of getting physical damage reduction. Personally, I don't die to anything, and the only thing I'm dying to is delving, and the difference between the life regen and the Chaos Golem, like, it's not going to matter, because you can't bring any of these 3 golems delving anyways. So basically, the point to be made is comparing life regen versus some damage versus some physical damage reduction. So viewers recommend that I use these 2 golems, Chaos and Carrion, over Stone Golem because I don't need Stone Golem. But I would say the same thing about you don't need a Chaos Golem because it's only physical damage reduction. Life regeneration is better than physical damage reduction only. If this was all damage reduction, then it would be comparable. But this is life. Life is always going to be de facto the thing I go to the most. And then Carrion Golem as well. Okay, these 2 are comparable. Life regen versus damage. Okay, I'll show you the POB now. Alright, now for the best part. We're in the POB. We got life regen, 121 on the Stone Golem. Okay, so look, we go from 356 life regen to 477. So that's a lot, right? That's a third of my life regen in a Stone Golem. That's why I use it. Okay, now this is what everyone else wants me to use. 5% physical damage reduction. So if we go down, where's my armor? Armor. With my flasks, which is every time I actually need physical damage reduction, my flasks are on. It takes me from... Oh wait, this is without flasks. Oh, okay. Without flasks, it's not counting my bone barrier, so I have 19 with the bone barrier, which is the Necromancer Ascendancy bone barrier. And then, so 19, and this is equivalent to an extra 5. So we go to 24. But, again, I should point out that every time I'm actually using physical damage reduction, it's going to be with 2 flasks on. So you have to click this and this. So we go to 63. We're at 73 with the Ascendancy. And this is, again, only physical damage reduction. It's not that big of a deal. Whereas the life regen was a third of my life regen. This is not very much of my physical damage reduction. It's 1/12, and this is 1/3. Okay, so fractionally, it's way harder for me to get life regen than it is to get physical damage reduction. Okay, now the last one, Carrion Golem. People love this for some reason, but we have, let's say, a million DPS. A Carrion Golem adds 18k. Okay, now when I break this down to you, 18k of 1 million. Here, give me a second. Oh, I feel kind of silly now doing the calculation, because when you're dividing by a million, it's just a bunch of zeros being moved over. So it was 0.018, so it's 1.86% damage, more damage. So again, I'll try to put this into perspective one more time. Life regen from the Stone Golem is 1/3 of my life regen. It's quite a lot. Here you have... like I said, 1/12 of my physical damage reduction, and here is like 1/50th of my damage. And so the Carrion Golem is useless, Chaos Golem is okay, and the Stone Golem is clearly the best option in my build. I just want to add this in here, just for people to understand. I think that the Carrion Golem is way better when you make a Carrion Golem build. I think this unit is not so much of a supportive golem unless you're a skeleton army where you have like Val summon skeletons and you summon 40 to 50 minions and you can make them attack really fast, and then they really get a benefit from the flat fizz. But our zombies just do not benefit enough from this. Also, you'll see here that it says the Carrion Golem gains more damage for each non-golem minion around it, and I think it's up to 80, so 10 minions, causing your golem to do 80% more. And what's funny about this is you can have multiple Carrion Golems if you do the special golem stuff, which would then more be like an elementalist. I don't know if you'd necromancer it, but either way. That's more the direction I'd go with Carrion Golem, because this minion itself is insane. The slashing and leap slamming and all that is super fun. It's the goddamn abyss monster that kills you all the time, or hits you really hard. It's amazing, but I don't know about it buffing up your stuff as well as you may hope it does. Obviously, the fact that it does buff minions is super nice, unlike every other golem is only buffing you, and that's why people would still prefer the 2% more damage. I just prefer the life regen. So yeah, thanks for watching this episode. Thanks to my subs on Twitch, and thank you to my Patreon and YouTube members who financially support the channel. Bye!